5 locations in any pickup. 5 locations. You have the place where you meet that are important. You have the place where you meet. The bar, the club, the bookstore, wherever. You have your lock-in location and wherever you're moving her to. Let's say you are at the bar in the club and you meet her over here and you come and you go, hi, let's lock in over here. This is 2 different locations, believe it or not. Because you can do 2 different things in each one of these locations. Doesn't matter that all I did was move about 2.5 feet. Those are 2 different locations, and because you slightly isolated her, you pulled her not out of her group, you haven't extracted her, but you have isolated her from a group by turning her around. You can do different things in each of those 2 locations. Then you have the bounce. This is when you move to Elmer Fudd here. This is when you move to, or Porky Pig, whichever it is, which is a Porky Pig. Shut up. Then you have the bounce. This is the places that you move to. You're trying to create memories. Because a woman's attraction and the way her memories are linked, they're linked to locations. More so than anything else. We think very linear. We think our memories are linked to time. So where was I at 7 o'clock? Well, I was doing this, that, and the other. And where were you at 7:05? Well, by that time I went to the John and this, that, and the other. You know, we're very linear. Whereas women, ask a woman for directions. How does a woman ask for? How does a woman give directions? She goes, oh, well, you go down the street, then you make a right turn at 7-Eleven. Then you go down that street for a while, then you make a left turn at the school, then they're telling you where to go by location. Now ask a man how to get someplace. Man's like, well, you need to drive 7.3 miles down Highway 204, then you need to, slowly merge to the left, to about 0.5 miles. There's very precise, very linear directions. Women think by location, men think linear. Then you have your pull location. This is where you pull her out of that into your world, or maybe necessarily her location where she's living. This is like her apartment, your house, wherever you're about to close the deal, as it were. Then you have your isolation place. Like maybe you have a roommate, like I do. So I have a room with Alex. So the pool place is not isolation because I'm there. His place of isolation is, it's been a couple places. I came home one day and he had a girl fucking her on the toilet in the bathroom. I'm assuming it was on the toilet because the top of the fucking toilet was up and kind of like pushed back against it. So yeah, he's looking at me like, you fucking called me out.
Is she still here or does she leave?
He's got her tucked in the closet.
He's got a tag too, so she can't escape.
That door's been closed for an hour.
But yeah, so the pool location is not necessarily where you're isolated. He's brought dates home, we brought dates home, where, one's here, the other one's here, and it's cool. It creates a little bit of tension because there's a barrier, number one. And it also creates a bit of comfort, because if he can tolerate being around another person and I can tolerate him, well, you can't be that big of an asshole. He can. I'm kidding. But then you isolate. You pull him into the bathroom, you pull him into your room, you pull him anywhere where you two have some privacy. And that is another location. These are all key locations. And you need to give some thought to all these things, because this is going to tell you a lot about the personality of the girl. Did you meet her at the club? Well, she's got a little bit of a party in her. Did you meet her at a bookstore? Well, she might be kind of like a more subdued, quiet type. You can learn a lot about the type of girl and how to seduce her based on these locations. Could you only get her to move a couple feet? Well, she might be shy. She might be afraid to leave her comfort zone with her friends. So you got to do more comfort. All these things will teach you pieces of how to seduce her. Think about the location and how you move locations. All right.